running back negative runs and explosive run rates. So x-axis is the explosive run rate, y-axis negative run rate. Explosive run rate at least 12 yards, negative less than 0. So you look at Jerome Ford, and his negative run rate is pretty significant. It's over 16%. Explosive run rate, 9. Kareem Hunt is up in negative run rate is, very low, about 7%. And his explosive run rate, though, is, less than 4%. What that's telling you is when you lost Nick Chubb, you lost your explosive running game. And you have increased the negative runs with Jerome Ford. That's why you don't run into 7, 8, 9-man boxes with Jerome Ford, because you're going to end up losing a yard or two, and now you're behind the sticks and you're making it even more difficult to complete a pass for your rookie quarterback.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. I think one of the things that they're trying to do with Jerome Ford is they're trying to catch lightning in the bottle and catch some of the they're chasing some of them plays that he made early this year. He made a really long run for almost a touchdown against the Steelers the first couple of weeks of the season. He also had one of those longer runs against Seattle where he scored a touchdown. So I think right now the Browns are chasing those plays because they'll take a couple extra, like negative losses here if he's going to be able to hit those home runs. But he hasn't been able to do it. To be honest with you, after you go back and look at the All-22, there's a lot of times where, he could take 1 or 2 yards, 3 or 4 yards, and just put his foot in the ground and get upfield. And he doesn't do it, especially when it comes to the outside zone plays. Kareem Hunt is more of a short down yardage guy. He's not going to lose you yards, but he's not going to break you any long yards. To me, I look at Pierre Strong is a guy who I really like his running style. I think every time he comes into the game, he shows me something besides the fact that he fumbled a reverse the other day, which wasn't a big fan of that play.
That's a different story there. Different story, right? Now, I like what he can do. He's a one-cut back. He has burst. He's an inside zone guy. I just think that Stefanski is thinking, well, look, I've seen the long-run capability from Jerome Ford. He is a guy that we drafted, we believe in. But there is something to be said for, there's some yardage that they're leaving on the plate. There's some yardage. There's some cutback lanes, and there's some things that are available there. And I just go back and question and tell a lot of fans, man, I go back to last year and say, the craziness that we have when people are telling us that all running backs are the same, and Nick Chubb, he might not be able to be on this team. I'm like, listen, there's levels to this thing. And Nick Chubb, when you go back and watch, he shows you every single week why he's special and why there are certain things and certain running backs are worth the money, worth the time, worth the energy and effort. Because trust me, if you have Nick Chubb still on this team, the Cleveland Browns, even with their quarterback play, could still be a Super Bowl contending team. That's the frustrating part about it. But when you lose Deshaun Watson and Nick Chubb, that's why I can't complain too much about play calling. I mean, you lost your whole backfield. But you look at Ford, and let's put that in perspective. 16% is almost 1 in 5. You're getting 0 yards or less. That's why your third down rate is struggling, because it's third and long all the time.